Today I wanted to start a new series where I create an opening with the help of AI, and to make it a little bit interesting, I'm gonna pick the first two moves by rolling some dice. And let's go ahead and get started. So my first move is gonna be okay. So 3-4, nothing too complicated about that one. And then the second one will be a 3. Okay, interesting. I didn't get any of the extreme ones, but it should still be fun to try. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started then. Okay, so it looks like I'm white. Not sure it matters which side, but first one is a 3-4, and then the next one is a 3-3. So I've never actually played 3-3s, so definitely will be a learning experience. Guess he's coming up with his own openings too. And this side's open. Top side doesn't seem very interesting. So I think I'll just approach, because it feels like it'll be a very territory kind of game. Goes here, I just back off, which I might have to change this up later, because with this being so low, I'm actually not a fan of this position. So I'll have to come up with a way to utilize the 3-3 a bit more. And okay, I'm not sure what he's going for here. Guess he was trying to fix some of the weakness, but there's still weakness here. But this group can get a bit weak because there's like a clamp here and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and add another move here to defend it. And he jumps. Okay, so he's growing this area, but this area seems pretty small to me. And I can still build my own area, so I don't think I need to jump in here yet or try to jump in here. So I think I'm just going to enclose my corner. Okay, so he keeps growing. And here I'm not really sure what to do with the 3-3. I've seen moves like this before, and this one kind of works with this one, but this area is just not big enough. So this feels like the right direction. Kind of expecting him to play a Tengen or something here. And then for sure I'm going to have to jump in. Oh, he invades. So he played pretty far from my corner. So if he played here, there's a little bit more weakness in my corner. But since he's 2 spaces away, I'm not as worried. And I don't want to let him just get a base and kind of live on the side too easily. So I'm going to try and take his base away while getting a few points here. Okay, so he's jealous of my area, so he wants to jump in. I think I just want to extend one way or the other. This one feels a little bit more solid and connected. So he jumps here. I kind of like this move because it's kind of taking his base away, or any chance of getting one. And he kind of doesn't really have anywhere to run. He just has a weak group here, and he'll have another weak group here. But if I go here, he can maybe try like Dahane and then go down, and then maybe he has an eye here. So I think either way, going up or here works. No matter which way I go, I feel like he has a pretty hard time dealing with this. He attaches, but he can't really disconnect me, so I can just keep pushing. And as I'm running out in this direction, I'm also reducing his potential in the center. Yep, so I'll just block. Not sure which I like better. This one I can push and maybe cut, but the 2 stones aren't that important. And if I go here, he can also block with a Hane, and then I have to respond. So I think I'll just pull back, and maybe he can get an eye here later, but if I get to Hane here, it doesn't matter too much. Okay, so he goes there, so he's trying to make eyes. I don't think I really mind if he lives. Even if he plays here, he has to add another move here to make an eye, because I can throw in, and if he blocks here, then I can kind of squeeze this eye away. And if he blocks the other way, then I can push this way and squeeze it the other way. And the center seems pretty important, and he does have a weak group here, so I do want to try and surround him. Yep, so he does go there. I just connect. Again, this is not an eye yet. Pushes. Okay, I don't want to let him Hane here, because there's some reading there that I don't want to do. So I will just stay connected. And it feels like he should be trying to run out somehow. If he just tries and lives and lets me surround him, then I just have a ton of potential on the outside. And if he's surrounded, there's still a chance I can get rid of his eyes. So it just seems very dangerous. Okay, it does seem like he's trying to just live locally, but like I said, that seems like not the best idea. And I believe I can just go here. And he's pretty much surrounded, and he still doesn't have 2 eyes. So like I can throw in here, and then this is only 1 eye. But I do have some weaknesses, so I need to defend those first. I can connect here, which lets me capture the 2 stones, but the 2 stones aren't that big. Trying to reduce the center and grow my potential on this side is more important. And this group is pretty much alive. I don't see this group dying. Okay, so he does go back and live, so that's good. If he didn't do this, I could have played here, and I think he's just dead. And so now I have a few options. I can play something like this and just keep trying to grow my area, or I can invade. And invading seems a bit difficult, because if I try this one, he just kicks, and then I just get a weak group that is kind of just floating around. So I do like the idea of just trying to keep growing this. Even if he does try and live, I should be able to profit on this side, or at least make invading over here easier. So I will just jump. Okay, yeah, he can do that. And I think I'll just play here. But again, this is reducing his area. Yeah, he can jump here and reduce me a little bit, but it's not that scary. Okay, so now he's going to jump in, try and live. I think I'm just going to try and let him live in the corner, or I can try and resist and play something like this. Either way, I think it should work. This one looks a little bit more complicated. So yeah, I think I'll just kind of clamp here. I think he's doing pretty well for Fox 3 Dawn. He actually built his area first, and he did just live. Normally, when I play Fox 3 Dawn, they normally die, and then they don't build their own areas. They just invade everywhere. So I think he did a little bit better, but he's still not quite defending as much as he should. So I think I can Atari. He can maybe get an extra eye over here, but then when I capture, I'm getting very strong in this area. And then when I play here, he has to start worrying about this group. And I'm not sure why this one, because I capture, and he can Atari and maybe do something over here, but I can just run out. Maybe he can live in the corner, but it seems like it wouldn't be very good. Okay, so he tries that. I think I'm just going to capture. That does kind of fix a lot of my issues. Not sure. So
9,
capture, he can
8,
go here, and then I have
7,
to connect.
6.
So I think I'll play this first, and then I can, if he blocks here, I can play the Atari, and then I can kind of naturally capture this stone. And so now he still has a bit of a weak group here that he has to manage. And then my corner weaknesses should be fixed. Okay, he goes, okay, so he does this one. A little bit confused because, I don't know, playing here seems really good because now he can't like Atari and sacrifice the 3 to reduce this area. And this is just too small. If he goes here, I go here. If he pushes, I go here, I capture first. He can attach, and I go and capture. And he can connect under, but I'm alive. And so he does have
9,
some potential here.
8,
so I want to reduce
7,
it while growing.
6, 5, 4, 3.
I think I can go this far. It might be a bit greedy, because I think he can try and cap, but it just seems like there's like peeps here and some weaknesses here where I don't think he can kill, but he's definitely going to try, I'm assuming. And then I'm also not even sure if I need this, but I don't really have enough time to count. I feel like I'm ahead. I probably could have just played farther out and been okay, but this should be fine too. I think I'll attach. So I can still push out this way. I can capture the one stone. I can still push this way and jump out. It's an interesting move, but I think I can still kind of push here, and there's some weaknesses here. But what does he do if I go here? Feels like it can just fall apart at any time, but I guess he's going all out to try and kill me. Okay, I think I need to try and get out, so maybe he can cut off this one, but as long as I get out or I can sacrifice and get stuff on the other side, it should be fine. Yep, just connect to my friendly stones. Not sure what he's trying to do here. I don't think he can disconnect me. Yeah, because I can just capture these. Maybe I should Atari first. Probably Atari first, because I think if he goes down, maybe I can't reduce this, but I think I probably still could have. I guess he can play here and then push, but then if he cuts, there's just so many cutting points. So it definitely feels desperate. Yeah, I guess he can do that, but now if he connects, it's pretty much a me-eye between capturing this or this. Because yeah, he can cut this off, but I don't think it matters. And then he's also made this a little bit weaker as well. Okay, and he resigns. Yeah, he kind of just gave me like an extra 20 plus points in the center, plus these stones, plus weaknesses, plus there's an attach here to maybe cut off the 3 or kill the corner. Yeah, he definitely fell apart. I will say that my move here probably was too much. I probably should have just played here. Let's see if there was anything different I could have done in the opening, because there was a few things that I did not like. Yeah, even though it says 1 is okay, I do agree this one's probably better. I mostly like this one a little bit better because if we do something like this and then I play high, it just feels like it's a little bit better between the 3-3 and this one. Like there is still invasions and stuff, but I don't like being pressed super low on just the third line. Then it just feels bad. So next time I'm in a similar position, I'll try the approaching high. Yeah. So this still I don't think is that bad for me. And then he didn't play very well. So but just playing this, it just I feel too low. And even though the 3-3 kind of has that downside, I'm sure there's ways I can kind of counteract that. Jumps here, and then yeah, AI always has stuff it likes to do. Yeah, like this. I don't know. To me, this is just crazy. No idea what is happening here. So even though my move it says 0.7, like I'm still ahead by 2 points, and as long as it's below like a 1 point mistake, then normally I don't mind playing it because they're gonna make other moves that are about the same. Like this was 1 point or 0.7, but then he played a 0.9 mistake, so it still ends up being good for me. And then yeah, here I wasn't quite sure what to do. It wants me to invade. It just feels too early, so it's not my my style to do that. So yeah, it's a little bit worse, like half a point, but I'm more comfortable with this one because at least I'm growing my own area and I can still invade this. So like, yeah, even if he defends here, like there's lots of ways to reduce. Looks like it even considers just taking the points here, and then I'm still ahead by about 3 points. So if my area is just as big as his, then I like to be patient and just reduce it. But invading is just another style, and AI seems to like that style. But the point of this is just to improve it using AI to match my own style. So it's just giving me ideas for moves that I can understand and like, not to just try and copy all the blue moves. Because I think even if you can play all the blue moves, if you get into a position in middle game that you just aren't comfortable with or you don't like, then you're going to play worse. And yeah, and after this, I think it's starting to get into middle game. And yeah, I think I did okay, but I just feel a little bit too low. The only reason this feels good is just because he played this attach and then he played this invasion. If he didn't do that, I'm not too comfortable with it because I feel like I'm too low. So the next game I will try and fix that. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this series. I'm not sure how long that'll go, but I'll probably just start at 3 Dawn, then try and rank it up as much as I can. And then once I feel like I've gotten the opening down, then I'll probably switch it up. But hopefully it'll be exciting and lots of things to learn. And but yeah, I'll see you guys next time.